live on YouTube. Yeah. Yeah. All right. We are live on YouTube. How is everyone doing today? Welcome to episode number 960 of Navigating the Modern World with Eli, the Walking with Purpose live edition, live today from Red Morton Park because we've had a little bit of rain. And right now there's a break in the forecast. Just about a half an hour ago, the forecast read scattered thunderstorms, which I didn't see any. And that's why they said scattered, because it just depends on, what part of the area you're in. But anyway, there is a break in the rain. And we've got a lot to talk about here today. A lot of stuff to talk about. This is a very important subject. And we're going to be talking about, can we end the divide in America? Can us Americans end this divide amongst ourselves, also known as infighting? If you haven't heard of the term or phrase infighting, what infighting means is fighting with people that are supposedly on the same team as you are on. A better example would be, let's take a professional sporting team like the San Francisco Giants baseball team here in the San Francisco Bay Area where I live. If people on the if players on the SF Giants and the coaching staff and the other staff were fighting amongst each other, that would just literally destroy the franchise, destroy the team, right? Why in the world would anyone ever want to fight when they're on the same team? Now, I don't agree with fighting in general. I think there's a better way to solve issues by sitting down and talking things out. But especially if you're on the same team, like Americans are supposed to be on the same team. We're here in the same country, right? Yet we are incredibly divided. And it's really, really sad why we're divided, right? It's incredibly sad why we're divided. I'm going to share more of my thoughts here today on why I feel we're divided and what, if anything, can be done to end the divide. If you want to come in here and share your thoughts while I'm live, that's fine. If you want to share your thoughts on the replay in the comments section, that'd be great too. All right? I'd really like to hear what people feel, all right? And I'm going to share my thoughts, and they're not going to really be nice thoughts for one side of the division. The other side that I'm on, I've got nothing but raving things to say about us. And it's not even that I'm trying to make it about picking sides. That's just the way it appears to be, right? And, I've tried to keep politics out of this as much as possible. It is windy right now, by the way, and it is the wind chill. It's 55 degrees, but the wind chill is making it feel like it's 49 or 50 degrees. That's why I'm layered up with my gloves on. But I've tried to keep politics out of this. But I can't. I just can't. And the reason why I can't, a few sprinkles on the phone. Oh boy. I hope we don't get rained out here. The reason why I can't keep politics out of this, is because that's the reason why we're divided. We're divided over politics. We're divided. I got kids coming down the sidewalk, so I'm going to go another way. We're divided over politics. We're divided over who's in office as the president, right? When at the end of the day, doesn't every single American want the same thing? Don't we all want the same thing? I'd like to believe we all want the same thing. So, why are we fighting, right? I've learned a lot in the last 7 years of being out here on YouTube, as I've been talking about lately on my streams. I've learned a lot. Give me a second here. I'm having a hard time seeing the screen. I've learned a lot about being out here on YouTube for the last 7 years, about demographics and why certain types of demographics behave a certain way than others, right? And all I can sit here and tell you is how my experiences have been consistently over the last 7 years. I'm not just saying, what I'm about to say here today is not just something I, grabbed out of my ass and just started to talk about, right? This is 7 years of constant experience with these types of people from different demographics, right? So I'm going to start off by saying today that what I feel the major division is between certain parts of the country and other parts of the country. I feel that the Midwest and the South are on one side, and the West and East Coast are on another side. And look, I'm not one that ever likes to show off. I'm not one that's bragging. I'm just going to share the truth about what I feel is really going on. Because it seems like, in my experiences of dealing with people, when I've dealt with people that are not from the Midwest and the South, it's been pretty pleasant to deal with them for the most part. Give me a second here. There's a work truck over there for that house, so I may just bypass that area the next lap. My experiences in dealing with people from the West Coast states and the East Coast states, and these are more liberal type of states, has been a lot nicer, more polite, more empathetic, right? The English spoken has been more proper. The people I've dealt with have taken better care of their health, physically, mentally, and emotionally. Now, why is that? Because this is exactly what's happening. Why is that? When people from the red states, primarily in the Midwest and the South, I'm not saying that there aren't any people taking care of themselves, but the majority of the people in those states are not as healthy as people on the West and East Coast. They have, other mental and emotional issues that they aren't willing to address and handle. They've got medical issues. A lot of them are far more overweight. They got a lot of issues. And do I think that they don't want to take care of their issues? No. What do I think the problem is? The problem is that they've sold themselves short in life, and they are either in careers or have been in careers that aren't as rewarding as other careers, so they haven't made as much money. They probably haven't had the best benefits, right? And a lot of these people have struggled because of that. A lot of them have said, there are far fewer opportunities in our areas than there are, like in the California area, for example, because yes, we have a lot of high-tech companies here and lots of jobs and all that, right? But if you really wanted to make something out of yourself, you'd find a way to do it, whether it's living where you're at or moving to a different area that has a job you'd rather have. A lot of these people that have been living in the Midwest and the South have just stayed there and really haven't done much to better their lives, in my opinion, from what I've seen. And I'm seeing this a lot now, even on Facebook. In the reactions I'm getting when I'm talking about politics, such as, Trump, Musk, and what's going on, with our government nowadays. And our government has a lot to do with either keeping us divided or doing what they can to unite us. You see, no matter what any of you conservatives say, you MAGA Trump supporters say about Biden, forget about everything except one thing. Biden always made it about all Americans. Biden never tried to divide America. He always said, I'm the president for all Americans, right? And what does Trump do? Trump immediately divides the U.S. by starting this MAGA campaign. And he makes, the presidency and being in office more like a reality TV show where he's going to run the country however the fuck he feels like it, regardless of how many laws he breaks or how many times he violates the Constitution, how many times he doesn't listen to when decisions are made against him. By judges where Trump's been sued for violating laws and the Constitution. Give me a second here. A lot of people walking today. So to Trump, this is about selling merch and creating drama to keep all eyes on him. So that way he can add you on his email list and grift to try to take as much from you folks. And this is what you conservative MAGAs especially, or people that are on the other side of the divide from the people I'm a part of, this is what you folks are supporting. This is further causing a great amount of division. And it's getting people to fight online. And for me, it has never been about fighting with anyone. For me, it's always been about sharing the truth, exposing the truth, and standing up for what's right for all Americans and all people in the world, right? It's been about standing up for all people. But instead of you people from the Midwest and the South, or you people on the opposite end of the divide, I'm on the good part of the divide, because a lot of slight left liberals or liberals like myself that are more so down the middle, we care about everyone, including the conservatives and the MAGAs and everyone. We care about all of you. But see, the thing is, you guys don't give a shit about us on the flip side. You don't. You absolutely don't, right? We care about you, but you don't care about us, right? And maybe you feel it's your time to revolt and have your say while you have a president that is one big fucking clown show, right? Maybe you relate to him, right? And maybe you realize that if you support him, at least he'll pretend to be your friend. And he'll pretend to make you feel like after all these years of you being suppressed, that you finally have a say. Because a lot of these people from the Midwest and the South, they feel suppressed. They do. They feel like they've never had a voice. They feel like the liberals have controlled everything. And it's never been that way. It's always been about what's best for everyone, right? But where's the real problem at? Why can't the conservatives see that? I'm not saying this about all conservatives. I have conservative friends. Some even voted for Trump and support him to a certain extent, but they don't support everything he says and does. And I have respect for those people. There's an exception to every rule. But for the most part, Trump supporters are uneducated, uninformed, ignorant, dumb people. And you're very angry and bitter deep within. You have a lot of hatred. It comes up like you have a lot of hatred for the world, but the problem is within yourself, like I've always said. You have a lot of hatred for yourself. You're miserable within yourself. So you being around happy people, like happy liberals, right? Like most people that live where I live on the West Coast in California, Nevada, Arizona, Oregon, Washington, most people that live on the West Coast or on the East Coast, New York and surrounding states there, are happy people. They're happy people deep within. And even when something goes wrong, they don't overreact. They might share their thoughts, but they'll share their thoughts in a reasonable way. You folks on the opposite side of things are unreasonable and overreact, extremely overreact. Okay, I'll tell you what. You want more of my attention, Raleigh, then I'm going to give you more of my attention, and then I'll go online and write reviews about your shitty business. I'll talk about you all I want, Raleigh. I'll share my opinions within my First Amendment rights all I want. And I'm going to continue to expose the dumb, stupid shit you do every day as one of these people that I'm talking about. See, you come in here on different accounts, Raleigh, because you can't stand the fact that I'm in a better place than you. I'm a happier person than you. I've got a better life than you. And I'm not trying to prove anything. And I don't care what you think, Raleigh. I don't care where you think my money comes from. I don't care what you think. I've got good family, and I've got a great support system. So is that what triggers you, Raleigh? Why don't you come out here in California and see how far your money takes you and see what kind of support system you have? You know what, Raleigh? I'm going to let you run your mouth. I'm not going to ban you, Raleigh. I'm going to let you continue talking on this account. I'm going to let you continue talking on this account. It is starting to sprinkle a little bit. Because I'm going to show the world here how fucking triggered you are over a man in California and how he lives his life and how happy he is and how miserable as fuck you are. All right? I already knew you were here with the botting, Raleigh. It's okay. Listen, Raleigh, it's okay, man. See, Raleigh, let me ask you a question, Raleigh, while you're here. Let me ask you a question. Why do you care about what I say or Don says? Why don't you focus on your own life? I'm curious to ask you a question. Why are you so focused on my life, my content, and Don's content? Because you're out here every day commenting on multiple soccer accounts you've been banned on, and you bot my channel with fake live view bots every single day. You're a grown-ass man in your mid-40s, probably late 40s now. You got a wife and kids, and you behave like a little fucking baby. And maybe me talking about this, you get off on that. Maybe that's what fuels you. I don't care. It doesn't matter. I really don't care. But what is your problem? What is your problem? Do you want me to do an expose on you, Raleigh? I'll do it under fair use, and I'll put out public information about you. Do you want me to do that like you guys used to do? How far do you want to play this? It's starting to sprinkle on this side. You like watching lolcows and I'm a big one? What makes me a lolcow, Raleigh? I've got a good life with a good family. Right? What is it about me that makes me a lolcow? Be specific. Let's talk, Raleigh. You and me, one-on-one, right now. Let's talk, you pathetic fucking loser. Come on, keep running your mouth, Raleigh. What makes me a lolcow in your eyes? If you give me enough evidence to prove I'm a lolcow, then I'll say I'm a lolcow. I don't give a shit if you think I'm a lolcow. But what makes you feel I'm a lolcow? I could call you a lolcow too for the dumb shit you do in lieu of spending time with your family. So what makes me a lolcow, Raleigh? You are the Wile E. Coyote of coaches, always chasing stardom that you will never catch. How do you know that? We all saw the pictures before and after pictures of Dawn. Raleigh, what do you care so much? You know, Dawn went through a period in her life where she was struggling with some things, and she's turned that around. You haven't seen Dawn in a long time, but anyway, Raleigh, why do you care so much about my life and Dawn's life? You're like a creepy stalker, Raleigh. You're a creepy stalker. It's like you want my attention. I'll give you my attention. I'll give you a free coaching lesson, Raleigh. Because let me tell you this, I'm on a walk right now. I'd be walking whether I was live or not. I would never waste my fucking time on a dumbass like you. In lieu of spending time with my lady and my family and our dogs and all that. But I'm walking right now, so I'll give you I'll give you a nickel's worth of free advice, like in the movie Back to the Future. Remember that line, nickel's worth of free advice? All right? I'll let you run your mouth, and you could sit there and act all stupid and let other people in your shitty community, your whole entire community is shit, Raleigh. But I'll tell you this, there are other people that feel the same way about me as you do, but there are other people that despise you more than they despise me. And that's the truth of the matter. What a triggered man. You won't answer the question who you are helping on these walks. The answer is absolutely no one. That's your opinion. I'm helping a lot of people, Raleigh. Raleigh, let me ask you a question. What does it matter to you how I'm helping people? Let me ask you this. Can you answer this question without deflecting like all MAGA supporters like you do? All fake conservatives like you do, Raleigh? What does it matter to you how I'm helping people? Can you be specific and tell me, what does it matter? Why does it matter to you? What is the importance to you specifically, whether I'm helping specific people or not, by doing these shows? Go ahead. The floor is yours. Go ahead. This is what's causing part of our division here. People like this Raleigh guy. He's an unreasonable person. He's very emotionally unstable. He's mentally ill. He himself has said it. He prioritizes trolling me and live view-botting me on YouTube whenever I go live, day or night, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, instead of spending time with his wife and his kids and his businesses, right? And maybe you're a great multitasker, Raleigh. Maybe you are. But still, it's pathetic for such a successful man like you, which you're not. Successful people, Raleigh, don't do this stupid shit. And that's one thing. And I'm not trying to one up you or anyone, but that's one thing I will have over you and all these other stupid fucking people you associate with, because you're wasting your time, and wasting time doing this stupid shit is not success, Raleigh. You pretending to help people makes your shows hilarious. It's what makes you the biggest lolcow ever. What's that supposed to mean, Raleigh? What's that supposed to mean? Do you think most people give a shit about what you're saying? Nightbot deleted your message, Raleigh. You used the block word. Anyway, that's enough of Raleigh. All he's going to do is say the same shit. All he's going to do is say, Eli, you're a lolcow. Eli, I watch you because you're a funny lolcow. You never answer the question such as, how many people have you helped or who have you helped? Right? Why should I answer a question that you don't even care about the answer? It's not relevant. That's how you right-wingers give me a second here. Give me a second here. See, that's exactly what you right-wingers do, Raleigh. You come into a conversation, let's just call it a conversation instead of in this chat here, that's what it is, but you come into a conversation with the same MO. You repeat the same stuff over and over and over again, right? And then we remove you and you keep coming back on multiple accounts, right? Right? And it's not even that. It's the fact that you go as far as make it your everyday purpose to try to fuck with someone on the internet because you're a miserable fucking human being. You are. You're absolutely a miserable fucking human being. Right? And I don't need to waste my time on you. Do what you got to do. But I'll let you run your mouth today because I want to show how stupid you are. Right? And I'm sure you'll be back again today on this show. I'm sure you'll be back. You've been removed. I'm sure you'll be back. And I'll just remove you again. And I'll keep on removing you, right? And I'll tell you this, Raleigh, karma has no deadline because when you mess with karma, karma comes back to bite you in the ass, Raleigh. And I'll tell you, it's going to bite you in the ass big time, right? It's going to come back to bite you in the ass big time. But I'll tell you, man, I'm actually honored that you're so invested into my content. And Dawn is honored too, right? And I wonder what your wife thinks. Maybe your wife's like you. Maybe your wife loves stupid, goofy shit. Maybe that's why she's with you. And that would make her pathetic as well, Raleigh. That would. Right? But you're an unreasonable, unhappy, miserable person. You're unreasonable, unhappy, and miserable. Right? How many more times do we have to say the same thing? We don't. We don't have to even acknowledge it anymore. It's not worth it. What's been said has been said. There's nothing more to say. You think I'm a lol cow. Okay, that's your opinion. You've said that millions of times. You've said that millions of times. It's starting to rain right now. It wasn't supposed to rain, but there's actually light rain right now in patches. I'm on my second lap. No, there's not any rain on this spot, but over there, there's rain. Like, it's just in patches. Oh, well. But what's been said has been said a million times. So why keep coming back and stating the same thing over and over and over again? What does that do for you? Does it make you feel better about yourself? Right? Does it validate you, like what you're saying is important? Does it give you something to do? Does it keep your mind off your pathetic, miserable life and probably your pathetic, miserable marriage? No one that's happy, Raleigh, behaves the way you do. And that's why I'm even talking about you as long, because the truth of the matter is, I don't give a shit what you think about me. I don't give a shit what you think about where my money comes from or what my family does or what I do or what Dawn does. It doesn't fucking matter. What matters, Raleigh, is that I'm happy with who I am. I am happy with the woman I'm with. I'm happy with her dogs and our dogs. I'm happy with my family. Have we had our moments? We've all had our moments, Raleigh. But here's the thing. I'm happy with what I've got and where I'm at. Again, it's irrelevant how I've got what I've got. You have your own opinions on how I've got what I've got. Whatever those opinions are, who gives a shit? What matters is how I feel about myself and how I feel about my relationship with my lady, my family, my friends, and all of that. I think the reason why you keep coming back is because you are jealous of how happy I am. And you can't knock me down. You've probably knocked down many people on the internet because on one of your channels you state trolling the internet since 1993. What kind of a fucking man does that make you, dude? Trolling the internet since 1993 or 94, however long it's been? Just a video. Just a video from my website. Nothing you guys would be interested in. Nothing you'd be interested in. All right, get the hell out of here. Get out of here before I get you on camera. Do you see those guys? You see, that's what young, stupid kids do that aren't raised right. One of them recording, the other one throwing bottles at me, right? Stupid kids, man. This is why I don't like coming to the park, because you get those stupid 16, 17-year-old teenage kids that just started driving and they do stupid shit. I don't know what that asylum is. Louisiana lolcow hunter. I have a family, I can provide for them something you don't have and couldn't provide for if you did. Why would I be jealous of you? Even those kids know you're a lolcow. Why did you screw up all your past relationships so you never got married when you were younger? Why do you care? I've already answered all those questions. Why do you care? You see, you're coming back here, right? You keep coming back in here, right? And I'm just talking about you as I'm showing you how much of a stalker you are, right? I'm showing how much of a stalker you are, right? I'll tell you what, Raleigh, you want to end up in court with me, Raleigh, and I'll file to get a restraining order on you for stalking. I've asked you many times to leave the chat here, and you keep commenting as a Louisiana man. It's you. And we can ask you under penalty of perjury, under oath, is that your account? Would you lie? Like, honestly, would you like me to go file on you? I don't care to do so, Raleigh, but how dumb are you to put your family at risk, right? And again, why do you care so much about what I can provide and can't provide? I do just fine. Like, honestly, you're not right, Raleigh. You're not right. But even if you were right, what point are you trying to prove? What point are you trying to prove? What are you trying to prove, Raleigh? What point are you trying to prove? How far do you want to go with your stalking, Raleigh? How far do you want to go with your stalking? You are so triggered, Raleigh, you keep coming back. And you're making a fool out of yourself. I'm just on a walk, Raleigh. That's all I'm doing. I'm on a walk. I'd be walking whether I was live or not. Right? And yeah, you're part of the topic. You know, you're part of the group of people that are more so dividing Americans than helping us unite. So you're not ruining anything, right? You're not wasting my time or anything at all, because I'm on a walk getting my exercise while you're sitting on your ass at home doing nothing. It's okay. Keep going. Keep stalking me, Raleigh. I got people watching that are screenshotting everything before you get banned. Everything is screenshot, right? And you could say, hey, you can't prove nothing. Well, we'll just ask you in court under penalty of perjury. Are you going to perjure yourself and say those aren't your accounts, Louisiana man? Right? Are you going to perjure yourself when I tell the judge that you sent a chocolate dick to my house and a confetti glitter bomb to my house? Are you going to lie under oath? Right? That's how pathetic you are, dude. None of that has affected my life. None of that has affected me in any way. And again, you're entitled to your opinions, right? Make your opinions and move on with your fucking life. But you're here every day, banging on my door, breaking my door down. Right? I'm doing just fine. I am providing for my family. I am providing for Dawn and my family. And we got our own thing going. Right? That's all that matters. Whatever you think is on you. Regardless of what you think, obviously, you're pissed off about something I have and who I am, and something you don't have and something you're not. Obviously, you're pissed off about something, right? I'm using you as a lesson right now. Obviously, you're upset about something that I have and you don't. What else would trigger you to keep coming back to try to prove to the world that I'm some loser? Are you trying to prove to the fucking world that I'm some fucking loser? You're saying those kids over there that threw bottles at me, you encouraged them, right? Because you just want to be me, Raleigh. And many of you others want to be me. I say that with humility because I'm just an average, everyday, decent person, and you're not, right? And here's the thing. I've dealt with people throwing shit at me in person at the park before or other places while live. I've dealt with that shit. I acknowledge it right away and I move away. They threw their shit. They missed. They tried to start recording me, but I went the other way so they couldn't record me anymore, right? I handle myself pretty well. I've learned how to do it, primarily because of the stupid shit you and others in your group have done over the years, where I've learned how to better handle myself and learn better what to look for, right? I have the balls to at least come out here, Raleigh, and walk every day in public and have shit thrown at me. You don't even have the balls to get out of your goddamn chair and do something more productive than troll on YouTube. That's pathetic, man. It's pathetic, right? You know, it's even more pathetic. Other people in your shitty little group of haters, of Eli haters, right? Right? Or Eli lovers watching this on a rebroadcast, right? That are probably laughing at me, but are probably also laughing at you for the stupid shit you're doing too. They're getting a double dose, right? They're getting a double dose of what they paid for, figuratively speaking today, maybe even literally, right? But I don't give a shit. I keep moving forward. I don't care what you say or do, what they say or do. Big fucking deal. Life goes on. I'm going to go home, hang out with my beautiful girlfriend, who is beautiful. She has turned her life around. She has worked hard to work through things that were affecting her emotionally and mentally. And she's come a lot further than you have. She's come a lot further than you have. You need major help. You should invest in a psychiatrist and psychologist. If you have insurance, which I hope you do, Your insurance should cover most of it, right? You see, Dawn's going to come publicly with me, live on the air, pre-recorded initially. We'll do some live stuff too. But Dawn's going to come with me and share how she turned her life around with no shame. You're going to come back here and try to attack her and attack me and try and kick us down. You know why? Because I bet you no matter what you did, you couldn't get your wife to do a live with you. How about go to your wife and see if your wife will support you and go live with you? Jesus, man, that rain is coming right in my face right now. Has your wife ever gone live with you? Will she ever go live with you? Does she support what you do? I'll tell you what, if you're going to come at me for shit, I'm going to come at you for the same exact stuff. And if you're man enough or have the big balls like you think you do, then why don't you ask your wife to go live with you and have her share what she thinks about your behavior on YouTube? If not, sit down and shut your fucking mouth, because Dawn and I have done that, and we will be doing that soon. Because unlike you, we have balls, and my woman has bigger balls than you do. My own woman has bigger balls than you do. You got the absolute shittiest behavior of any man I've ever come across. Your behavior is worse than the dude in Florida that does the rebroadcasts. Your behavior is on par with some other woman in Florida that's come at me for years. Both of you, your behavior is absolutely preposterous. And that's my opinion, and I'm entitled to it. And if you don't like it, too fucking bad. Because the same shit you come back and tell me when I don't like your opinions. I don't care. The thing is, I don't care about your opinions. I don't care about your opinions. But this is YouTube. This is my channel. If you're going to come into my live stream and try to disrupt it, I'm going to give you a fucking piece of my mind. And I'm going to set the fucking record straight. If I have to keep doing that every day till you get the fuck away and stay away, then I'll do that. I'm done with the nonsense, done with the garbage. I've done things to turn it around. I've been working on stuff behind the scenes with Dawn and myself. We've done a lot of things to protect the GNA more. We've done a lot of things to build our confidence more and learn to let this shit go. What have you done? Nothing. Zero. Nothing. We've actually been working on things. That's why we've done fewer content. That's why we switched to Facebook for a little while. Right? We have a game plan. You don't. What is your game plan? What is your game plan, sir? Third and final lap. Yeah, there's supposed to be, there was a possibility of slight rain. And it's happening, but it's not that bad. Louisiana repairs. The other woman beat you so badly in court, it's amazing. Hey, Tia, how you doing? Hey, Louisiana man, I don't care if you keep bringing that up. Let's talk about it again. You want to talk about it again? Okay. The case was dismissed with prejudice. Hey, Tia, how are you doing? It's Raleigh again. He doesn't want to spend time with his wife or kids or run his business. He wants to troll on YouTube. He wants to live view bot me and come in here and share how much he hates what I do, right? And now he wants to once again talk about the court case I had last year for a restraining order and say it was dismissed with prejudice. You want to talk about it again, Raleigh, like a broken fucking record? Yes, the case was dismissed with prejudice. What does that mean? That means I cannot refile during that same time period for anything that happened within that time period up until that date. But I can file for what happens after that date if I want. I'm not saying I will. I really thought Raleigh was a better man. No, he's not. He's a piece of shit. He's nothing but a piece of shit. And he's getting called out again because I feel like doing it. And here's the thing. Okay? I've had people that were commenting, and I think you're one of them. There was another supposed woman that commented on my live stream yesterday. It was held for review, and I banned her. I ended up banning her because she said she heard the case. And she goes, you can get these cases by paying a fee and going online. Once again, let me make it very clear. In California, including San Mateo County, where I live, where the case was at, okay, every county in California has the Superior Court of California. So every county bases their law according to the state law. They're called the Superior Court of California, San Mateo County, Santa Clara County, San Joaquin County, whatever fucking county, right? Okay? And during COVID, they allowed audio and video to be viewed by public. Once COVID ended, they no longer broadcast the audio feed or the video feed publicly. They allow people to join by Zoom if they're out of the area, like the other party was, and they give that person or any people that are witnesses the Zoom credentials. They're the only ones that have access to it. So, there was no other way a full audio could have been received. Laughing my ass off to you. Hey, babe, here we go again. It's Raleigh again. It's, you know, remember Raleigh, he used to come into our, remember he was a 99 super fan sponsor. I think he was paid by Silicone J.O., by Jace. I think he was paid to come in and troll me. Like, that's how far these people will go. They'll pay other trolls to get memberships and to make it appear like they're supporting us, but they're all phonies and frauds, right? We just call them out and move on, right? Hey, Don says, Tia. But yeah, so there was, I tried, like I said yesterday, I said the day before, I tried to order and pay for any audio or video version of the case. And it was not available. It's starting to rain a little bit. There was no recorded copy that the court had audio or video. The only way that copy... It is raining out here, brother. Yep. It is. It is, and I've got to... Hang on. It's starting to really come down. Go ahead. I'm going to try to get under these trees for a second until it calms down. Can you folks still hear me okay? It's just raining in that part. Like, I'm good for right now. I want to know. He continues, if you don't like Eli or his content, then don't watch Who is the Loser Now. Yes, babe. Yeah, I can't even move the screen right now because my screen's a little bit wet. Okay. Yeah. So that audio you folks heard behind the scenes, a woman that used to support us here. I'll just name her. I don't give a shit. Remember Lacey? Lacey said she heard the full audio. She heard all the parts where the other party was accused of breaking 2 laws by the judge, right? So these people basically give her a free pass for breaking the law, right? For breaking the law, right? 2 times. And then a 3rd time breaking the law, illegally recording the case, right? Yet you folks don't have a problem with her doing that. So let me ask you this, Raleigh. Raleigh, come back on the sock account if you're not a big pussy. Because, Raleigh, you're a big fucking pussy, if ever, right? I'll call you that to your fucking face, okay? If you're a man, Raleigh, you've probably heard that audio, right? You probably heard that audio, okay? And there were 2 things. I won't mention them. You can find out on your own if you want. That's Raleigh again. Go ahead and ban Raleigh, babe. Or Tia, go ahead and ban Raleigh. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit if we wanted to bang behind the Safeway? At least we were that attracted to each other when we met each other, you motherfucker. We still feel that way about each other, so who cares, man? Do you feel like you want to bang your wife behind the Safeway? Do you ever feel that way? Don't just delete it, Tia. Ban them. Hide user from channel, please. Hide user from channel. Step up and be a man and leave my name out of your mouth. I'll go ahead and do it. Tia, you can go ahead and ban them. Hide user from channel. I love free rent more than my daughter. That's not the way it's Raleigh. Raleigh, let me tell you something. Raleigh, everything my woman has gotten has been earned. And I'll tell you this, Raleigh, if I want to give my woman free rent for the rest of her life, if I want to take care of my woman for the rest of her life, and it's all free, then that's my fucking prerogative. And she's worthy of that. Wow, dude, you continue to show your childish, shitty, piss poor behavior. Like you're making an ass out of yourself and a spectacle. Correct me if I'm wrong, ladies. This guy's making an ass and a spectacle out of himself. And you're giving us a fucking field day. And any other rebroadcast is having a fucking field day. Because number one, these people know I'm a hell of a fucking creator and I'm good at calling people's bullshit out. You are really, really, really making yourself look really, really bad, Raleigh. You want to come in here and say that, oh, my girlfriend Dawn gets free rent more than her daughter Ashley does? What do you think that's going to do, Raleigh? Raleigh, do you think you're triggering us, man? Wow, that car's coming fast. And it's starting to come down here. It's like coming down in sections. I gotta get underneath the overhang here. I've never seen a man. Have you ever seen any man more disturbed than this, Tia, Dawn, babe? I gotta keep moving. It's coming down. I am trying to protect the phone as best as possible until I get underneath the overhang. It's like scattered showers. Scattered showers right now. And now there's nothing here. It's like in spots. Tia says, for someone that's about middle age, it's pathetic. In my opinion, he really needs some psychiatric help. He does. And Don says, if I can actually get to this. Just my screen's wet. Come on. No, I don't associate with pussified men. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Gosh. Oh, man. Yeah, the rain started to hit me. Dawn, good one, says Tia. Of course. Of course. Of course, I don't think Raleigh's wife even knows about this, but, right, actions have consequences, Raleigh. Actions have consequences, Raleigh. You want us to reach out to your wife? You want Dawn to reach out to your wife? Right? You see, Raleigh, here's the thing. My girlfriend, Dawn, actually called her mother the other day and told her mother that you want to call her and her daughter and pay them to have an interview, right? And you want to know what Dawn's mother said? A big fuck you is what she said, right? Let's set that up, Raleigh. You want to call Mrs. Ledgerwood? I'll tell you what. You want to call and deal with Mrs. Ledgerwood? Because let me tell you something. Yeah. You trust me. You don't want to deal with her. I'll tell you what. That woman will whoop your ass. And I'll tell you this. You're such a scrawny. You're smaller than I am, Raleigh. You're such a scrawny, weak, pathetic man. You're physically scrawny that Dawn's mom would whoop your ass to the ground, Raleigh. That's what she would do. But anyway, getting back to what I was saying. Okay? That case was illegally recorded. There's no copy available. And between the case of two laws being broken and called up by the judge, and I'll just tell you what I got. I paid $161. Whatever. Can you just hide user from channel? Why are you folks just deleting? Can you hit hide user from channel instead of just delete? Go to the very bottom. And when you tap on, go to the bottom and hit hide user from channel. Dawn, Tia, scroll to the bottom and hit hide user from channel. Delete the message automatically and ban them. Raleigh, why don't you and others call out people for being called out by the judge, breaking the law twice, and then a third time by illegally recording a Zoom conversation. And I've got the transcript of that. I paid for the transcript. The only thing available was a transcript by the court reporter. Now, if you folks want to pay that same court reporter $161 for the transcript, I've got a legal transcript should I ever need that, right? I'll tell you what, you guys want to keep pushing the agenda, then that transcript is my proof. Plus, part of the recording was on in a video on the channel where the channel owner stated that any one of you can go online and get the audio. Nope, you illegally recorded it. You lied because you never thought I was going to call you out on the fact that there is no audio of it, right? It's pathetic. It's pathetic how far you'll go just to have content on me that shitty audience of yours continues to pay you a little money for, gives you a little attention for. It's really dumb, right? But if you want to play, I'll play. You want to go away? Go away. It's all done. There's nothing left to say. There's nothing left to say, right? Raleigh, if you want to insert yourself, and have me go file a stalking order on you, I suggest you stop. I've got more than enough proof on what you've done online and offline. You sent me even a book to my house, unwanted. It came from you. They can look all that up on Amazon. They can verify that. That's stalking. I never asked you for anything. I cannot believe how so many people are coming at the park right now. And it's raining. Wow. This part, no rain. Are we still good? Audio, video? Well, you and Dawn, for some reason, it hasn't been banning them, because I think you're just hitting delete. Okay. I'm going to have to do a part 2 on this show tomorrow, which is fine. I can do a part 2 to every show. I walk every day almost, if not every day, right? I don't mind. I don't mind talking to a dumbass like Raleigh for an hour and just pointing out his constant stupidity and ignorance, right? I will tell you this though, Raleigh, and you know what? Take this for whatever it's worth. You want to continue doing the dumb shit you're doing, don't be surprised if you get subpoenaed at some point. Or if you get served, not subpoenaed, get served. I've done nothing to anyone. So don't anyone come flip this on me. I've done nothing but call this bullshit out and defend myself and my woman's honor and other people that support us like Tia, Sandra, and everyone else. And we're not afraid to stand up for what's right. Right? You did every low thing possible to try to trigger my woman today. You talked about her getting free rent, which you don't know that. You have no idea what she pays, right? You talked about her daughter getting more free rent than her daughter, right? You talked about the fact that the court case I was a part of was dismissed with prejudice. You have tried every fucking thing possible to try to upset myself and my woman on the internet. And I'm still here walking and standing tall and proud and laughing at you and calling you a fucking failure of a troll. You can't even troll properly. You're not even a good troll. Raleigh, you're a shitty troll, right? You're just shitty at everything, including trolling. Can't get to Dawn anymore. You can't get to me. You can't get to anyone. My girlfriend says, that's right, babe. Like, honestly, my woman is here on her own free will. I didn't even expect her to be here. I thought you were taking a nap. I thought you were at home taking a nap, but you're up supporting me. Thank you. And my woman doesn't like this drama bullshit, but she's here standing tall, showing support that nothing you say or fucking do anymore, any of you fucking gets to her or myself. So how about you stop and let's just move on to bigger and better things. This is getting old and boring for me. I am bored of you being here. I'm bored of you. You're boring as fuck. You tell me, babe, this is boring stuff. It's not even fun anymore. My whole family and friends support us. Of course they do. Don's friends know about all of you, right? Even her daughter and son-in-law, they know about you. They know about all you folks. They know how dumb you are. They know how often you threaten to call them, and you have called them before, some of you in the past. And they're like, you want to do it again? We'll give you a piece of our mind. We'll give you a big F you and hang up on your ass. How's that? How much longer do you want to go, Raleigh? How much longer do you want to go? Because I don't give a shit what you think about me. I don't give a shit about, what you think I've got or don't have. What I will tell you this, Raleigh, is that if you don't stop, you're going to see what's coming. That's not a joke. That's not a threat. That's a promise to you. And here's the thing, Raleigh. If you and I were to ever go to court and over a civil harassment order, right? Even if I lost with prejudice, I would at least get on record your stupid shit. And let me tell you, Raleigh, that to me is worth it over anything, because once you're in a court of law, everything that you do is recorded by a court reporter, right? So you don't understand how that works. And yes, I set precedents in that last case, whether you think I did or didn't, right? And that other person, Lacey, was a part of that woman's crew trolling over here, saying that her husband's an attorney in Florida and some other state, saying that, I didn't set precedents. Oh, of course I did. Everything you said there sounds exactly like someone that's trolling for the other side. That's why you got removed, right? I'm not dumb. I'm not stupid. Okay? Everything that I've done is for a purpose. It's to move the needle forward and to protect myself and my family, my brand, and all that, right? If you folks want to talk about me every day on your channels, that's your prerogative. If you're going to harass me and stalk me in different ways, then that's my prerogative. I will take some action on that. Here's the thing, Raleigh. Whether I win or lose, like if I were to take you to court, whether I win or lose, right? It would take a huge chunk of your time to prepare your case and all that, to protect yourself, Raleigh, and you'd be putting your family at risk, right? Right? Think about that. Is that what you want to do? Right? I'm not kidding you, Raleigh. This is your final warning. This is your absolute final warning. Okay? Don't ever reach out to me again. Anything you reach out to me, email or anything, I will use that as unwanted. And I'll proceed from there. I'm serious. You want to keep playing? I'll show you what playing is. Part 2 is coming tomorrow. There's a lot more to say about this topic. Unbelievable, this Raleigh guy. Unbelievable. Wow. I've never seen one human being, one guy, middle-aged man, behave like that. I've just never seen this before. Never. I've seen some guys go off the rails on YouTube and in the real world, but nothing like this guy. Nothing. Like, this guy seriously is really mentally ill. He needs some help. Hope you get it one day. If not, sir, you're playing with fire. You got a family and a wife to think about. How about take them into consideration for once instead of your stupid, childish antics on YouTube? That could cost you a lot more than you're bargaining for. With that being said, have a good one. Take care. And as always, be good to each other. See you all tomorrow. Have a good night, everyone.